Okay, it's Saturday the 24th. Spent a little time looking at maps for next month. Still think after the 10th we get below normal in temperatures, even though some of the models say that's just not going to happen. But somebody said it was going to be zeros. I don't think I've ever said zeros this whole winter. I've said cold and single digits and teens during the cold part of January, but I never said zeros. But anyway, there's going to be chances of snow in March, I'm sure. The first chance is coming at the end of this week. It's not a big thing. And to keep in mind, March snows are kind of odd. We can get big snowstorms, but then it warms up usually after them. It doesn't go into that cold like it would in January or February. So it kind of melts pretty quick. But some storms in March can be huge. And again, I still looking in the middle of the month somewhere to see something. But this is the first one. Now this is around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night on Wednesday. And you can see here's the frontal system here. It changes to snow on the back side of it. Temperatures at this time, you can see it. This is at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. It's 60s in the east, Jersey, South Jersey, Central PA, South Central PA. Even the Poconos, all you're in the upper 50s. Very warm evening on the 28th. But here's your front back here. Takes a little while before it changes to snow back here towards Ohio. But you can see this slowly move across the state. Let's see if we move this a little slower. I'm just going to move it ahead and I'll show you where the precipitation is at. This is around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's still 60s in Philly and Jersey, and it's down to 20 some degrees, low 20s down here by Erie, 24 degrees, 27 to 32 out by Pittsburgh. But you can see the decisive line across the state. At that point in time, precipitation is like that. So right where the front is at, there's heavy rains ahead of it, a lot of southerly winds. That's why the 60s and 50s. Then as soon as it changes direction, cold air comes in very quickly and switches it over to snow. Now the problem is it's at night. Yeah, the snow will come down, but as it gets towards the east, it has a little problem sticking as we get towards the morning. But this isn't a big snow event, but it's something that you'd be aware of. And this is as it moves to the east. You can see it kind of dies off. Basically, the Mason-Dixon line here north. Um, it changes over a little bit, but very heavy rains out ahead of this. This is around 8 o'clock in the morning on Thursday the 29th. Temperatures at this time, as we look at this, you can see there's your front, just exactly where the snow's at, and temperatures back here dropping down below 20s, and still upper 50s. But man, that front's barreling down. It'll get to you, and you'll see it comes right through. And then this is let's see, this is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think so. Yeah, this is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It feels like winter. So Thursday will feel like winter across Pennsylvania and New Jersey, even Delaware and New York, especially. But at this point in time, your precipitation has definitely moved off to the east, and there's some snow. It'll pick up because of the ocean. There is a little snow along the coast here. So let me look at tell you where the snow is going to be and how much and who gets it. And it's kind of scattered, depending on timing. Everything depends on timing. So the map I'm going to show you with the snow depends if the timing is exactly the same. And remember, we're talking about Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm here Saturday. Okay, so here you go. See how it's kind of hit and miss? Where it gets cold really quick. Back here, there could be a couple of inches of snow. I'd say Pittsburgh, maybe around a dusting to an inch, and then south of it, you can get a little bit more. Some of this has to do with another storm that's coming through. Let's move this a little bit. Let's change this. Okay, this is more of your updated. Let's see. Let's back this up here, and let's see. Right. I guess that's about right there. Um, this is your snow totals from that front that's going to come through. You can see a couple inches along the lakes. Laurel Highlands gets a little bit out by Pittsburgh, maybe an inch. Center of the state, not much. Just rains and the snow kind of dies off as it moves east. And the only reason you see snow here in Jersey and along the coast is it strengthens as it gets to the coast again out this way. So maybe there's an inch or so along the front here. That's about all the snow I can dig up for you this week. But again, I'm still holding out the idea that we're going to go into a chillier mode after the 10th. And I still think we got one good storm to go. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I see that. Some people are telling me spring's here, no more winter. Um, hey, if that's what Mother Nature decides, she decides. But I can tell you this, that we talk about El Niños, La Nina. Uh, this was supposed to be an El Nino, which would be more stormy and cold, and a lot of things went into this that I don't even talk about. Um, uh, Thermals under the ocean that heat the ocean water in certain areas, which would be like a volcano, or thermals coming out of the core. They don't monitor this stuff, and so you don't know the effect on it. But somebody started to do it, and I've seen some maps that show how it's affected the temperatures in the Pacific, not in the Atlantic, but in the Pacific. And then also the CO2, that's starting to make an impression on the weather in the area. And the winds, the jet stream just isn't there. And high pressure is kind of messing things up over in the Pacific by Alaska, just messing up the whole system the way it was this year. So, I mean, those are your four things that you really can't judge when you sit down. You can see it, but you really don't know the effects because it's all basically all that's new. That's kind of put a little hint in things. So again, I still think there's one more. I'm going to hold to that, but curse me out like some people do, and then I block you. So this is just what I see. All right, so I'll see if this continues to go as the week goes on. But that's your explanation of what happens Wednesday and Thursday. Take it easy. Be safe.